it is and you can hear me, I apologize. Okay, let's go. We've got about, I think, close to 40 knives going here. I forgot to put these ones on the list. Now, you won't see there's a list there right now. But we will, after the sale is over, the live portion of the sale is over, I will try to type up all the knives that are go in the description for people who want to buy knives after the sale. I will mark sold when they are sold. A couple of rules here down the road. I'm not looking at the comments, so no sense in putting, you want a knife on the comments. Please email to bigcanucker@gmail.com, and the first timestamp email that is there gets the knife. I do have my computer in front of me, so if I see that I'll see that if you have bought a knife or want to buy a knife, I can perhaps mention that a knife is sold here live, so to help other people don't waste their time. The other thing here is I will sell into Canada and the US, the continental here, United States. Knives are plus shipping. So now the other thing is, unless otherwise stated, all knives have no boxes. These are users. And also, I will try to describe kind of any sort of damage kind of going over them. But I just want to kind of let you guys know that. Try to be as absolutely descriptive as possible, as fair as possible. So please, I'll take that into consideration. Now the plus shipping, we can do, if you've bought multiple knives and you want them in a box and kind of insured and stuff like that, we can do that, no problem. But if you got some smaller knives, we could just kind of put those in the posted envelope, and it costs a few bucks postage, and then you've got your knife that way too as well. So we'll start off here, and hopefully we've got some people here. Let's just see if I can I got my computer in front of me here, so let's just see. I just want to know before I get any sort of, there we go. So I can see what's going on with a delay. There's not a lot of people that are on the stream right this second, so hopefully we get a few more people checking out the knife sale. If not, when we put this up there, hopefully it gets sold in the next little bit. All right, let's start it off with a Spyderco. Let me get my cloth here. A Spyderco Endura in VG10. She's kind of a nice big blade here. FRN handle. The clip on it, top up, top down clip, back lock, VG10 blade, pretty sharp. And let's just see, she's a little to the non-clip side there as far as centering. I've got that for 100 bucks, 100 Canadian. You can take that home. All right, Spyderco Endura, VG10 in FRN, 100 smackers. Okay. Now the next one really surprised me. This one here is just an absolute beast, a monster. Now this one here is a CUDA Max 5.5. It says D. Ralph Design USA. This one here has got a little bit of scuffs on the blade, some multiple snail trails. It is titanium with a D2 handle. It looks like it is top tip down carry right now. I looked these up online because I wasn't familiar with it, and I was really quite surprised. This here is anywhere from $700 US to $1,095 US for this beast here. I had to look at it, look at the condition, and I would go with 400 bucks. So that one here is 400 bucks. He's a little bit scuffed on the blade, as you can see. It is a great big monster of a flipper. Centering is a little bit off to the non-clip side, but I haven't played around with the pivot on any of these knives really. These are all kind of came from a basically a big old box of knives that was, I guess you'd call it an estate sale. So I would say for this one here, this CUDA 5.5 Max, you know, $400. And if you're a real, I guess, you know, an astute knife guy, that's a smoking deal here. CUDA Max, 5.5 inches, D2 titanium, tip down carry, and she is an absolute beast. Okay, next one, we have got a cold steel holdout. Cold steel holdout here. I do believe this one here is made in Taiwan. G10, pretty grippy G10. She's got some speed holes in it. Back lock. I wonder if this one happens to be the what type of lock this is. You know, the Demco lock there. If it is tough as nails. This holdout, I looked online. I think they were selling at Warriors and Wonders for about $140. I do believe this is S35VN, and you are looking at 70 bones for this one here. Pretty straight centered wise, you know, fairly, you know, it's in pretty darn good shape. Doesn't look like there's too many, anything really going on there. Just needs a really good clean. Like I said, and most of these knives here need a really good cleaning. I haven't had time to kind of open them up and clean the pivots out and anything, so that you know, I've priced them accordingly. You know, the other thing too, I guess, is if you wanted to pay for them to be sharpened, I can put I can give them a good sharpening for $10 and put a mirror polished edge on pretty much anything for 20. So just to throw that out there. But most guys, if you want them, $70 for this cold steel holdout. Okay, next one here is a Kershaw assisted. I think this is called the 1940. It is made in China. It's, you know, just a great little kind of pocket knife. It's nothing going to be super, you know, it's a user. It's a few scuffs on the blade. I've got that at, you know, $25. It is tip up, tip down, carry, no, right hand side only. Liner lock, almost kind of like it's a liner lock in there, but it is assisted. And it, you know, it flies out like crazy. You know, $25 for that. I think I looked these up and they were somewhere around, you know, $45, $48. You know, then you have plus shipping and yada yada yada. This one here, $25 and it's yours. Next one is an oldie, a real old one. And I'm a Spyderco fanboy, but this one here would just sit there and do nothing. And I thought I would send this one here. This one is called a native, or I'm not sure if this is a native or kind of a native 5. It is a Gin 1 stainless, so this is an old one. You can see that the blade has been kind of, looks like she's been reground there a little bit, or just sharpened so many times that she's lost the, because if I looked at them, they had kind of a false edge on here. And it looks like it's FRN handled. It has got tip up, right hand side carry. And now these things here, I think you can pop these. I haven't really tried to play around with this too much, but I think you can change this left and right. I'm pretty sure you can. It's got the, what they call the dyno jimping on the back, so you can tell that this is one of the first natives that was made. Spyderco native, you can see it's written right there in the center. And for this one here, $95. Just had a look around online, and just due to the vintage of it and the fact that you know, ones that were pretty spot on with the box and stuff like that, they were asking, I think they were getting some around 300 American or something for these. I just think, hey, $95 and you get yourself a piece of history. Speaking of a piece of history, we've got another one here. This one happens to be, and I have kind of just oiled these pivots just to, if you see them leaking a little bit of oil, I just wanted to make sure that they were, you know, smooth and stuff like that. And because like I said, these ones here were all users, and you're probably going to want to pop these all apart, clean them up yourself. I just don't have time to do it. This one here is a Golden Colorado USA Earth, olden days vintage military. Now this one here happens to be S30V. Now the one thing is you can't see here, or maybe you can ever so slightly, you can see the military that was in this blade at one time. They did have a military, I don't know if they lasered it back then or what the scoop was, but it does say military ever faintly. It is a tip up carry only. and it looks like it is a right-hand side tip-up only carry. There is G10 and with a back spacer in here, and it looks like it's not doesn't have the full steel liners. It's light as hell for such a big monster knife. And just again, looking at the vintage of this and looking at what they're selling for to some of these collectors, I think this military, she's going to be what do I got here, $270 plus shipping for this one here, and you get yourself another one. If you're a collector or you want, you know, a piece of history, S30V, made in Golden, Colorado, in great shape, lots of life still left in this one. $270 for you guys. Okay, here's the next one here. It is a really, really neat Rex Applegate Fairburn Gerber. This one here happens to be a covert folder. These come in a couple of different ways. There's ways you can get these in an automatic. I don't know if there's an automatic conversion that's made out there. This one happens to be not the automatic. It's got a couple of great thumbstead. It's in 154 cm. Looks like it's in really nice shape. It looks like it's been stropped, but doesn't look like it's been sharpened too much. It's in really, really good condition on this one here. And this, just based upon what's out there, I think this one here, you know, it's got the lock here. You press that little lock up there, and then you can't, it almost turns it into a fixed blade, and then you just pop it down, and you can use it there just like that. So this covert folder by Gerber, USA made Gerber, by the way. Big difference between Gerber's, Chinese Gerbers or Taiwanese Gerbers and USA made Gerbers. This is a really great solid knife. I'm not sure what that is, if that's like a G10 or an FRN, but just based on the kind of research I did, $135, and we'll put this Gerber covert folder in your pocket. All right, another here, just a wicked little knife here. Here we have a Artisan cutlery, and this one here is called a Cazador flipper. Just a great little, kind of almost like a Hawksbill design. I do believe this is D2 steel. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think it says anywhere, but I think from looking up, I do believe it's D2 micarta. It's got a nice, great big pivot on it. It's got that purple kind of accent. I think it's just a good looking knife. She's got a purple clip on it, and I don't know. I'm gonna check that out. I want to see if that happens to be. If that's, yeah. See, that's either aluminum or titanium, because it don't. She definitely doesn't. So I think it's got a couple of titanium accent rings with looks like a milled titanium pocket clip. Not a whole lot of money for that one. $60, and you can get yourself a beautiful little folder that just flips like a dream, and she's razor sharp. She's got the Warncliffe design blade. That one's yours for $60. Here we have another Spyderco. We have got ourselves a Spyderco Stretch 2. This one here is Seiki City, Japan. Now it happens to be, you know, left, right, tip up, tip down carrier. It's got the little divot side of the back spacer. It's got that really big belly in it, but the big thing about this is ZDP 189 steel. And I have to say that ZDP 189 steel is crazy long lasting. It is one of the longest lasting steels out there. If you're looking for a really good little work knife, something you want to put in your pocket that's really quite light, this ZDP 189 Stretch 2 or Stretch is this is a Stretch, not a Stretch 2, is wackadoo fantastic for $140. I was looking at these. I do believe at Warriors of Wonders they're close to $200, $189 or $190 some with that ZDP 189. For you, $140 for this Stretch ZDP 189. A little bit of wear in the clip, but it's always like that. Those clips are always. That's one of the worst things. I wish they would change those clips, but $140. Here we have another vintage knife. And this one here is, I think, something a little bit on the special side too. This here is JD Smith 58, C58. Some people call it a C58 clip it. It's just a beautiful black micarta back lock with VG10, beautiful hollow ground blade. You know, it's got some marks on it. You can see it's got some snail trails in throughout the thing. You know, the tiny little scuffs here and there. Made in Japan. This looks like, I do believe there was only a couple thousand of these made, or less than 2,000 of these made. These are not a high numbered item out there, especially if you're a collector. And I'm a collector myself. I love the fact that it's got the lanyard hole. I just wish it had the tip up carry. It's only tip down, one pocket clip, that's it. If somebody doesn't buy this, I think I might just put it inside my collection just to have, because it is kind of a rarer piece. So that one happens to be $210. I seen these. They were the mint ones were $400 or $500 on eBay. And this is not mint. This looks like it's a little bit of a user, but it doesn't look like it's been abused. $210 for you, and you get yourself this beautiful clip it. I don't think you can go wrong with that, especially if you're kind of an older, you know, a vintage Spyderco collector. That's one for you for sure. Here we're off to the BMs, not bowel movements, Benchmades. We've got ourselves a Benchmade 330 titanium and G10. It is a rarity because it is a liner lock. It needs a good cleaning, but other than that, I think it's in pretty great shape. It's not gritty or nothing like that. You know, centering is fairly decent, but it's such a skinny little knife, it doesn't really matter. $100, and what do I got there? Yeah, $100, and you can put this one in your pocket or in your collection. And if you look, your eagle-eyed viewers there, the little Benchmade butterfly has got the two little antennae, so she's about 20 years old plus. So this is, I would say this is vintage. For you collectors out there, and I know that these Benchmade people are absolutely bananas over these. $100, I can throw this in the mail for you, and you can have it in a couple of days and add it to your collection. All right, so let's go from there. We have got ourselves another beautiful Spyderco native. This one happens to be a little bit newer provenance though. CPM S35VN, blades a little bit. It's a user, like I said. This is needs kind of a really good cleaning. That's about it though. $130 for that, and that could be in your pocket. S35VN. It looks like tip up, tip down, left hand, right hand side carry. I have to say that I have this knife here in this size is one of the best sized knives I think out there. You take them out, they're not so scary. They fit in your hand beautifully. Like, I mean, if you got big hands like me, look at that. Even not using that 50-50 choil, I still get a good 4-finger grip on it. But when I choke up on it, I really can do some of that close hand work into it. FRN handles, which is virtually indestructible, this stuff. Great grippy knife. But where your pocket clip goes, you've got that little smoothed out area with the spider on it so it doesn't rip up your jeans. $130, and this is yours. Okay, we have got ourselves another one here, but this one here is a little bit special. This one happens to be a M-Socom Microtech. People absolutely love these Microtech knives, and why not? I think you know, the way they're made, they're absolutely, the Microtech that I have, absolutely love it. You can tell that the thing is built beautifully. Looks like she's got aluminum handles, but inside here, it's got some sort of kind of grippiness to it, so it's, you know, kind of a wet, dry grip. Looks like it is tip down carry only. This one here is 01-2002, so January 2002. So this is a little bit older here. So this is what, 2002? So this is 21 years old. Beautiful shape for 21 years old. Still razor sharp. And I don't think this thing has been sharpened. I think it looks like it's might have not even been stropped. Might have been stropped just a little bit. But these serrations are one of the sharpest sets of serrations that I have ever seen in my life. Centering is dead on, balls out accurate. I mean, Microtech sure makes an absolutely beautiful knife. having a look at these online, they are crazy, crazy expensive. People want these so badly. But what am I going to do with them here? $245, and I think that's an absolute steal for this Microtech Mini-Socom or M-Socom with a little bit of providence to it. And just a beautiful, beautiful example of this Socom knife. All right, so $240 for that one. Or wait, we got $245. Sorry about that. All right, we have got the Cosby Blades Spike, and of course this one here is a user too as well. I looked online, and these things are really, people love these things. It looks like it got a Kydex sheath. It's got this kind of kooky belt hook to it, so this is kind of a self-defense knife, I do believe. $150. Now this here is, it's got a crazy wrap to it, but the wrap is not just like a straight wrap. It looks like whatever they wrap this, they impregnated it with resin, and they just, I mean, it's just a wickedly little sharp. I would say that this is a very tactical kind of self-defense, perhaps even a boot knife with that little kind of, with this little crazy kind of clip to it, but $150, and you can put this little spike into your boot. All right. Again, a couple of BMs. Now, these are a couple of Benchmade Strykers. We've got a 910 and I do believe a 905, I think is what they're called. But they are Benchmade Strykers. They are, and I'm not going to sell, they don't need to be sold as a pair. If you want one, you can have the other one. But these are, both of them are Elshowitz designed in one's at 154 cm, the other one is ATS 34. Both of them excellent steels on them. Both of them are a real rarity because they are liner lock Benchmades. People seem to really kind of love these liner lock Benchmades. The tips on these are really, they've got kind of some real great thickness to them. So you can see how they thin down, but then they thicken up, both of them. So they've got some excellent strength. Full liner locks, or fully linered with G10 backspacers. I have got, let's just see here, for the large one 190, for the smaller one 185, just because the, oh, sorry about that. Yeah, so they're both of them have got some scuffs on them, scuffs of the DLC coating, but other than that, this large one's in really great shape. So 190 and 185, and I've kind of dropped the price on them a little bit just for this particular sale. So get your butt, pick up one of these Strykers. Again, these are 20-plus-year-old Strykers, and they will not last long, because when somebody finds out I've got a couple of Benchmades with the liner locks on them, they're going to be scooped up. So you better send that email. All right, a couple more. These are not matched by any stretch of the imagination, or they're matched, but I mean, you don't need to buy them together, but you can if you want. All right, we've got a couple of CRKTs. They are a real rarity. One's a 7512 and the other one's a 7511. They are made in Taiwan. They have got titanium bodies on them with ATS 34 blades. And they've both got some great blades on them, and they are sharp. Oh my goodness, they're sharp. And great shape too as well. Let's just see here. 100 for the large one, 85 for the smaller one, and you can get yourself a couple of the nicest CRKTs that have ever been made. I think these are great little looking knives, and they've got great steel, great handles on them, liner locks, or sorry, not liner lock, frame locks. They're smooth as hell. The centering on them is, both of them is really well. Yeah, $100, $75, kind of put yourself in these, and you can get them to your home. Let's take a little bit of a break. All right. Here we go. ZT time. ZT 0700 S30V. She's a big, chunky, wide-bladed Kanto flipper with some real kind of Cybertruck lines on it. Lanyard hole, tip up carry, left or right-handed like it should be. I've seen these things absolutely all over the place. I've seen them like 145 American up to 300 American. I'm going to go with just 125 on this one. ZT 0700. She needs to be pulled apart and cleaned, I do believe, in order to get the best out of this knife. But I'm going to say 125 bucks, and you can put that ZT in your home. All right. Here we got another. So this one here is actually the Benchmade 910. It has got, of course, the access lock on it. This one here is Mchenry and Williams 154 CM G10 with full liner locks. Titanium, or not titanium, bench clip is left or right hand carry. It's got some darn good teeth in the bottom here. The blade here, it looks like the blade has got some, it's been sharpened a few times, I do believe. She's got some, starting to wear thin on some of the DLC coating. But this one here, this 710, sorry, not a 910. This Benchmade 710, 200 bucks. It is a Mchenry and Williams 154 CM. She's a great big, and I gotta say this is like a 3.8 inch blade on this one. She's got some nice thin cutter. And of course, you can play with that access lock forever. Some G10 with some nice little kind of speed lines on it. 200 bucks, and that one is yours. All right, another little CRKT. Damn it, the thing was in the way. But it does flip open all right. She is called the Jettison, Carter designed. I don't know if this is titanium or aluminum or steel or what. Oh, it is titanium. Look at that. Little titanium flipper. It looks like it's got like a little kooky detent ramp in it. I looked these up and they're like 60 bones for these. So for this one here, 25 bucks. We'll throw it in the mail for you if you want. Probably cost you $2 or $3 to get it in the mail, or you could add it to something else. But this little Jettison is a great little kind of fifth pocket knife. Look at that, it's got the over travel stop on it. Yeah, I don't think you can, she's got all the bells and whistles on that little bugger. 25 bucks and that Jettison could be in your home, in your fifth pocket. All right, we have got a Spyderco. One of the biggest selling, actually, Spydercos in the whole world, the Spyderco Tenacious. This one happens to be an 8CR13 MOV. It has got some combo blade on it. It is tip up, tip down, left or right hand carry, G10 full liners, 8CR13 MOV. And I think these here are probably around 80 bucks or so when you buy them brand new. I'm going to say this Tenacious, 38 bucks. I thought 30 bucks was too low and 40 bucks was too high. So let's go 38 bucks and you can get yourself a Chinese-made pocket knife. And I have to say, one of the things I absolutely loved about this knife was how well it fit your hand. And I just thought it was gorgeous. Like, it just had great ergonomics. And this is one of the starter knives. And I think if you've got knife Hall of Fames, this one and a Rat 1, I think, kind of battled out a lot for kind of just that budget blade. And I thought it was a whole lot of knife for, the money that you paid for it. And it was one of my first Spydercos ever. Of course, it needs to be kind of pulled apart and cleaned, but yeah, 38 bucks. Okay, we've got another one here. It's actually called a CRKT Lakes Pal. It's really this knife has really got me kind of confused because, you know what, this jigged bone here, not a big monster fan of this jigged bone, but the knife feels really good in hand. It's got a nail nick, but it's a button lock. you know, so it's a lockback. You know, these can be, I think, turned into automatics quite easily because there is an automatic version of this knife that's out there. The steel on it, I'm not sure what the steel is on it. You know, it's called a Lakes Pal, made in Taiwan. There's a patent pending on it. It just seems like a really kind of a crazy knife here for just, and it's very inexpensive. What I got, $45, and you know, it's a chunky little solid, thick bladed. Kind of reminds you of the Pilar, but it's got that old school flavor to it. So I think the person who wants this knife is going to really love it and appreciate it. I just think it's got like lots of stuff going through. The centric is really, really nice on it. Yeah, I think that's a crazy amount of knife for $45. All right, so the CRKT Lakes Pal or Lax Pal, put that in your pocket. Okay, let's go. What's next? Oh, let me take a drink of my tonic water. See, I've got my tonic water here. A lot of people think this stuff tastes like crap, and it, you know, it does, and it did at first, but I've grown to like it. And the reason I like it is because it has quinine in it. And I suffer, this is a little PSA announcement. I suffer from, let's just see if I can do that just a smidge. I suffer from, there we go, move that out of the way. I suffer from cramps. I get crazy cramps in my legs. And when I drink this quinine stuff, it really takes the cramps right out of my legs. So I have if I have one of these cans a night, I don't get cramps in the middle of the night, and they are terrible. I get up, I have to walk around for 45 minutes before the cramps go away. But if I happen to have a can of this on the nightstand, I get a cramp, I take a sip, and literally within 5 seconds, my cramps are easing up and they're gone. I don't know if it's just the brain or if it's magic or what, but this is the devil's juice. All right, what do we got next? All right, we have got another one. Now, this is a CRKT Fossil. This is really, I don't know about this knife. It kind of looks like a half-eaten or a half-melted chocolate bar. You know, it is grippy as heck. It's got really good ergonomics. The flipping action on it is amazing for the price of this knife. Now, if this was, I don't know what if this was Bowler M390 steel, and these were like smoothed out titanium, this would be a $400 knife. Because this thing is really comfortable in hand. It's grippy as hell. It's sharp. It's got great action. It flips open like a dream. It just looks ugly as sin. But if you like it, you like it. But $50 and it's yours. And I gotta say, I'm gonna miss this if you do buy it. So, but please, you gotta really put this knife in your hand to appreciate it. If you want a big monster beater knife that, I mean, just take it, even paint it black or something, handle black on it with some spray paint or dye it or something like that. But if you want a knife you want to beat the hell out of, this is the one to take it. I think it's a really good knife if you just close your eyes. And I'm just trying to be truthful here, folks. All right, here we go with a couple other ones. These here happen to be really a couple of EDC Hall of Fame blades. Hall of Fame blades. We've got an Ontario Rat 1 in Aus 8, and we've got an Ontario Rat 2 in Aus 8. We've got yourself some green G10, some black G10, but this one happens to have the old the speed stripes in it. So they are, both of them are right now tip down carry, but they can be tip up, left hand or right hand. And I gotta say, if this knife here was in D2 steel, I would keep it. That's just the one I want. I want to have one Ontario Rat 1 in my collection, but I want it to be D2. That's just happens to be my thing. But they're great size. They're fantastic. You've got, you just can't go wrong with either one of these blades. This big one here, we've got that at $38, and the Rat, there you got this one at $30. So You can buy them together or you can split them up. You can have them mailed to you. You can do what you like, but just take them home. 38 bucks and $30, and I think you're getting a couple of wicked ass knives. All right, what do we got next? We have got ourselves a Boker Quaken. Oh, believe me, it flips better than that. I think that's G10 with VG10 Burley design, IKBS bearings on this, so you know it's smooth as hell. Titanium frame lock, and this one happens to be. I wanted this knife forever. The minute that I saw this thing, I thought, geez, I want to put that in my pocket. And I carried it for a bit, and it's just time for it to go away here. 95 bucks, and you get yourself a Burley design Boker Quaken. You can save yourself some money, and you can see that it's got a really uniquely designed blade on it. Okay, so let's put that aside. Let's get the first one here. So these ones here happen to be new in the box. Demco knives. These are the ones that have boxes, and these ones will have to be shipped. This one happens to be, you can see, black on black with this the clip foot blade. And I gotta say, this lock is amazing. OS 10 steel with the shark lock, and you've got yourself a wicked blade. So I know that the ones with the black DLC coating are a little bit more, but I have got 4 of them, and they've got the shark lock patch on them, removable patch. They come new in boxes, and these are absolutely brand spanking new. They all could be $195 plus shipping, and that's Canadian. So and there's orange handle ones, there's black handle one, there's clip, there's shark foot ones. Sorry, it looks like when I did this up last time, I did it with the string in there a little bit. There we go. So this one happens to be an orange one with the shark's foot blade on it. You can see Demco designed. He designed a shark lock. Really great ergonomics on this. This shark lock is addicting. You know, just kind of. I know there's a little bit of a rhythm to it. 195 bucks, and you can get yourself your choice of black clip point DLC, orange shark's foot, plain blade. Now, what's this next one? So just email me, and you get the first one. It's yours. There we go. So this one is orange with the black DLC clip point. That one's $195, and I do believe these are all normally right around $250 or so. I think there's been another price increase. These ones are new, and all I'm doing is trying to help out a buddy who's got a knife store, and he has got some new old stock because he does not have his stock online. And I do believe these are the last 4 Demcos that he's got, so he asked me if I would put them on my channel to see if I could get them gone. $195 plus shipping. And the last one, this is the one that I think that I would buy. It's the black shark's foot with the black DLC coating. I mean, this is just a gorgeous knife. I love this. So I think I might even buy this. But, so, well, if somebody wants to buy this one before I head them back there, then I think I will, yeah, because I just love the case. I love these shark patches. I just think it's cool. And they're, like I said, they're all new in box. I've never cut anything with any of them. I've just had them, I've opened them up, I've showed them a little bit on a couple other things, taken some pictures of them, but I've never cut anything with them. So those can all be yours for $195, and then plus shipping. Oh, sorry, I got that the wrong way. And this is, yeah, the Demco 80 20.5 shark foot clip point shark lock knives. All right, we're not done yet. Time for another sip of cranky juice. All right, we have got ourselves a whole lot of knife for this money. This is a Tucson Tanto flipper frame lock in titanium. I mean, I took the magnet to this, and titanium clip on it, stainless steel or steel hardware, but titanium frame. D2 steel, flips beautifully. Totally flips beautifully. I'm gonna say $50 for that. I looked at these, and I just think it's a whole lot a knife for $50. I know that you can buy these on, I think, DHgate, and you can buy them on I think Ali something or other. But the thing that sucks is they're not gonna probably be let in the country because those border guards are just being very, very stingy when it comes to flippers, especially flippers out of China. $50 for that, and we can even throw that in an envelope and mail it out if you'd like. Okay, a couple more here. We have got Artisan cutleries. We'll put two of them together just because you don't need to buy them together, but just because they're kind of, you know, him and her knives, I guess is what you want to call it, or something like that. Those are called the Artisan cutlery. I think they're called Arcadio or Archios. But either way, 50 for the big one, 25 for the little one. I do believe these are both D2 steels. They're G10, they're sculpted G10. They're really, I mean, they're made in China knives for sure. You know, the centering on them is, I don't know, let's look at the centering. Centering on this one here is bang on the large one. You know, the fit and finish overall is quite good on them. You know, the centering in this one here is quite nice too as well. You know, $50 and $25 or $75, you can have yourself a pair. Looks like there might be a little bit of plate missing on that one. Didn't notice, or not even came with that one. But it is like, looks like it's tip up carry only, left or right hand side if you'd like. But there we go, $50, $25, Artisan cutlery, matched pair if you want them. All right, we've got a couple other matched pair knives. That you definitely don't need to have these shipped. Other thing, we can do these snail mail, especially these two. These ones happen to be here. Let's get this out of here. All right, a couple of Almars. These are lightweight knives, and I know that if you guys watch, you know, Pete down in Cedric and Ada's gear channel, the Almar knives are his favorite knives of all time. He, not Spyderco, not you know, all these crazy expensive knives. I'm not saying these exact two, but Almar, for whatever reason, he just absolutely loves them. And I gotta say, these are a couple of nice little, just a couple of little lightweight knives. They look like they're kind of FRN or fiber, they're glass nylon. They're 8013 MOV, I do believe, so they're not anything crazy steel wise. But they're very, very inexpensive. For the larger one, $25. For the smaller one, $20. And you can put those in your pocket. You can put them as a matched pair if you want, or you can split them up. But you know what? You don't want to split up a family here. And they just look like they're in great little shape, nice lives. Great little shape, light knives, Almar designed, Almar Chinese specials, $25, $20. And do I have anything else for sale here? Let us try. I know I wanted to sell this one. And that Hogue. No. let's try this one here. Because in the promo I said that there was going to be a wee knife for sale, and I was really wondering about whether I should sell this or not, but what the hell, let's sell it. This one here's the only one that comes with a box. It is the Wee Knife 712D, and I gotta say, this is a gorgeous knife. Absolutely gorgeous. It's got that kind of Wee Knives pattern throughout it. It's got the blue anodized hardware. I think this is M390 if I'm not mistaken. It is a super steel frame lock. These were $419 in the day. But I gotta say, if you want it, 260 bucks. And you can put that one in your pocket. And I have, of course, the lanyard on here. I don't know if I'll include that for 260 or not. Some people hate them, some people love them. I happen to love having a lanyard on my knife, and I don't know if I was thinking, I was really kicking myself about whether or not I would sell this, but I said there'd be a wee knife in the sale, so damn it, I put a wee knife in the sale. And of course it comes with the wee knife cloth, the wee knife box. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous knife for 260 bucks. I think that's a steal based upon how much they were new. They were well over $400. And of course, the padded case goes inside there. Right on. So that is the last knife. So we've gone through, I think, 40 knives here in the last, how long have we been watching this? We've been doing this for a little bit here. But 40 knives here. I'm going to type them all in the description. And like I said, if you want to buy one of these knives, the first person to write an email that says what the heck was I going to say again? First one to send me an email saying I want this knife, you get it. That's a time stamped. And I wanted to say too, let's just see here. Oh, look, I've logged on to a separate account, not the one that's up in the iSky here, and I can see some of these people saying hello and do I have any Emersons? I don't have any Emersons. And it says, are you going to be listing these with the prices after? Yes, I'm going to be lifting these with the prices after. The other thing is, I do have a Grumman. I just didn't know if I was going to sell it or not. I have to kind of clean it all up. What had happened is I bought at an estate sale, a big, huge box of knives, and I kind of went through them. I took the ones out there that were just, I mean, I got a ton of these little, like just titanium, no-name knives and stuff like that. I've got some clones and stuff like that. So all the knives that I have here, I've done my absolute best. I don't think there's any clones in there whatsoever. I watched hours and hours of YouTube videos and did research, so I think these are all legit because I wanted to make sure, because none of them come with boxes and stuff like that. So I did weed through some of the clones, and I kicked them right out of the sale. And if I was unsure, I didn't put them up for sale. I'm going to do a little bit more research, and if I find out that they're clones down the road, I'm going to have just a clone sale, and they're going to be like Paramilitary 2 clone for like 30 bucks, something like that. So they're going to be cheap because I don't really like them, but some people out there may. And I am going to put all these prices here soon, right afterwards. And if you like what you see here, just let me know and I'll get them going. And as far as shippings wise, what I want to do is you can have them shipped right through the snail mail if you want and save yourself a few bucks. If you buy more than one, we can put them in a box and ship them regularly with some insurance if you'd like. We got to figure out, so just basically I'll get you to EFT me, pay for the knives, and then we'll figure out what the shipping is, and then I'll send you another little thing and you can just pay for the shipping. That's kind of figured how we do it. And you know, I'll cut you a break if you buy a whole bunch of knives and stuff like that too as well, all right? So, yes, I'm going to be putting the prices in here shortly. That's what I'm going to do over the next 40 minutes. I'll type them all out in the description, because once I end this live stream, it's going to go to a video that you can watch over. You can scroll through it, and I will try to put timestamps in there. That takes a whole bunch longer, but and I gotta say, yes, thanks so much for all the support. It's not been a very fun thing with my wife. But it's been positive. I mean, we've got really good luck. We've had some good outcomes. but it's just like now it's always going to be kind of in the back of your head about a lot of things, right? And but I mean, hey, nobody wants to lose their soulmate, but hey, I'm just thankful that I get to keep on rocking with you guys, and hopefully you guys can buy some of these Kniffs and have some fun with them. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend coming up. Please stay safe out there. Please keep your stick on the ice, the shiny side up. This is the Big Canucker saying adios. Oh, by the way, the email is bigcanucker@gmail.com. And the first one to email me saying you want that knife, that's who gets it. You get your first crack at it. And then we'll take it from there. So please stay safe out there. Keep your stick on the ice, the shiny side up. This is the Big Canucker saying adios.